Hey, good evening, everybody. Hold my coffee here with the Gun Puppet with some great CRL action. We're watching right now Paris Letdowns taking on the Denver Surrender. And already P1 of this Embassy Hardpoint as we watch Child of Cuck get cucked himself. Right now, getting 3-2 in favor of Denver as Marsh taking a look around at P1. Now he's securing the point, holding it down for Denver. As soon as he gets taken down, Recon on the point right now. Everybody else on the team is wiped, but Recon just got taken down. As we look from Ezra's point of view right now, Ezra taking some shots, Cronin now there in P1, and we're getting ready with about Paris getting the rest of this scrap time, 16-8 in favor. 15-10 in favor of the Letdowns. And here, Gun here comes at P2.
Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of off to the races here. Important to note that I think the Paris Letdowns are 1-3 in the season. Denver Surrender 2-2. So theoretically, Denver should have the upper hand here, and they do in the map by about 15 points. But the map is so early that it may not make a difference. But we see Marsh holding down the point in really great fashion. Ultimately, does go down to leave that point uncontested before his teammate Rob jumps right back on it, and that's Denver getting some really good time here. I don't know if Paris was able to get even a point on this hill so far, but I mean, Paris at this point may be just considering moving over to P3 and trying to make up some of the lost time there. This game is, as you know, it's very hold heavy, and a team can just rack up the points in one hill, and Paris is going to certainly want to do that here. Denver Surrender now up 62-15, but Paris wanting to change that in quick fashion.
All right, as we look at the stain remains here on this, as the P3 comes over, and Paris is actually on the point right now at 23-66 in favor of the Denver Surrender. But we notice Denver's not surrendering, and Paris, please don't let us down. As we watch it from Marsh making their way across the top through that P3, he's takes out their trophy, and right now Denver is on the point. We got Rob, as we're watching from his point of view, covering from office, takes a few pot shots at 8-3 right now. Nobody has any streaks yet, so hopefully that's going to change tonight, everybody. Now the Child of Cuck on the point right now, gets a little hello there. Does he see him? Yes, he does. Takes out one and almost gets a two-piece with 10 seconds left on the point. 80-39 in favor of Denver. Rob holding down the point right now. Now stain remains already pre-rotated onto that P4, and here it goes.
Yeah, I mean, what a crucial point that was for Denver. I think Paris I think the two teams split that point, but like I said, Paris needed to hold that point down to come back into this game, and Denver was able to get about half of the time there, and now it looks like they're chaining it here into this P4. Recon Elite doing everything he can to hold down the point. Then she will go back to Paris, but Denver Surrender is surrounding this point like sharks, and I mean, Paris is just trying to find an entrance here, but Denver is watching down every angle. A few trades will come through, but Child eventually will get the push they needed. They still have Recon Elite hanging around, but Recon Elite able to contest the point and actually take it back over. Now, if you're Paris, you really, really, really need a 60-second hold somewhere, but Denver is content to at least split the points now that they have quite a substantial lead. And, well, Paris, you're going to see them try to set up for next, and they will have it for now, but Denver Surrender, look at the KDs on their side of the board. Their slaying power is really good, and if Paris wants to win this map, they're going to have to kick into gear.
Yeah, right now, because we're looking from Ezra's point of view, who right now happens to be have the best one on the Paris Letdowns for right now. With 15 seconds of hill time and 11-13, but now we're watching the stain as Paris takes the point, 122-64 in favor of Denver, and we're on this P5 in the kitchen, and hopefully Paris is able to cook up some pain and hold this point for the full 60. As we're watching from Rob's point of view, Rob trying to come in, trying to get him a helping or something, but what does he get? Nothing. He gets rejected, dejected, and ejected. Recon gets taken down himself. Stain holding down that point very well. 122.90 still in favor of Denver. And here we go as we finish up this P5. We're getting ready to rotate on this second set of points going back into this P1.
Yeah, I mean, the Stain Remains has certainly remained in that hard point for pretty much the duration of the time, has the most time on their team, and so that's really going to make the difference in bringing them back into this game. Now a 30-point lead down from 60 a point ago, but this P1 has been very, very contested so far with no clear winner. We see Denver surrender, circling it around. Paris will now have to break in and get some trades. Nobody still really has control at this point. Stain remains remaining in the point, as he tends to do now. Call Me Suds is shooting at walls. Unfortunately, the movement in this game is just a little too crazy. And there you go. Paris is really kind of taking over the map one by one, but not collecting any time here. They had solid control, but Denver surrender, respawns, gets right back on it. Paris will get the remaining scrap time, but I think if you're Paris, you're kind of happy just knowing that Denver really didn't get much time there, and Paris has now drawn this to a 20-point game.
Yes, they have, and now Marsh on that P2 right now as he does a little taking down of Suds. Marsh just holding down that point very well, keeping that lead ahead, 145-109 in favor of the Denver surrender right now. And now Ezra's trying to break his way into P2. Oh, hell, he gets there. He gets hello there somehow. Now Nova on the point no, he's not on point, just outside. Doesn't matter. He gets taken down. Marsh. And now from Rob's point of view, Rob trying to clean up, and he doesn't even make it past the flower planter. Nova trying to work his way around to pre-rotate for that P3. As you look down there at the mini-map, you're seeing a lot of white arrows heading towards that P3 right now. So it looks like Denver is going to go ahead and take this point as soon as Paris gets done with the scrap. And here we go for P3.
Here we go for P3, but it's now a 10-point game. Paris is just slowly, inch by inch, bringing themselves back into this. And again, Denver surrender with the lead just has to kind of split the time here. But look at that. Paris has slayed out and pushed Denver all the way to the other side of the map. And now it's their turn to set up and watch the sight lines, but Denver is surrounding them quite well. But look at a number 2 player spawn right behind and gets a nice kill into number 7. Denver, 2 men on the point. Number 2 may be able to take back this point, and there you go. Paris, with 25 seconds left in the hill, could take the lead here if Denver chooses to focus on the next hill, which is looking more and more likely as some Denver members go down, and Paris now is going to take the lead in what has been a very close game.
Yep, and here, as we're watching the rest of watching Child get taken down, trying to go ahead and pre-rotate into that P4. Suds doing some cleaning up of his own, working his way around, but he gets taken down by Marsh. Now Ezra's trying to come through the back. He gets taken down. It looks like he has a nice little trade there because he gets traded off by Recon. Now Child working his way up to the door. Denver on the point right now, and they're triple stacked on it, holding it 180, 172. This is or 179, 172. Excuse me. This is becoming a game now. Paris is on the point. Ezra's. In fact, they got a nice little triple stack going on right now. Suds is the only one left on the point as we watch from Ezra's point of view. Ezra's getting taken down himself by Nova. Now, Rob making his way around, hopefully getting ready to either take this P4. I mean, there is a little bit of hill time left. Recon's already on it, trying to get caught up. Paris is actually ahead right now by 8 as we get ready to go into this P5. Stain cleans up the rest of the P4. Now here we go into the kitchen for P5.
Into the kitchen. Let's see if Nova could cook something up. And there we go. Just a nice trade. But Paris will have control at this point. And the interesting thing about this map is that it's just been like 5 points at a time for Paris to get back into this game. And now they're at a point where they can just win it if they keep control of one hill. But that won't be here as Denver is putting up a good fight. Stain remains locked in to this map. This was actually the point where Stain had a good hold last time. So let's see if he could do it again. But Paris is now up 30 in this game. Denver surrender previously was up 16. Paris doing a good job of just focusing on it hill by hill. Looks like they will have a good hold here unless Recon, the lead, can change that. Nope. Paris is doing really good job. They can't win it here though, but they should be able to get a good focus on for P1.
As we watch the rest of P1, 230-196 in favor of the Paris Letdowns. Here we go. We're getting ready for this third set of points into P1. Nova tries to take it, gets taken down. Recon Elite doesn't make it in there either. Here, Suds is actually on the point right now. He has the third highest amount of hill time for the Paris Letdowns, and just about 12 seconds left for Paris. Make that 11. But Denver is not surrendering. I'll tell you that right now. They're trying to do a little catch up and trying to keep themselves alive in this hard point. But 243, 201. Now Paris with 5 gets taken down. Now Paris back on the point with 4, with 3, with 2, with 1. Give it to Paris. 250 to 201.
Yeah, Paris had a really good second half of the map. I mean, Denver surrender they were leading, but they got put into a position where they had to play catch up, and well, I guess Denver forgot about the mustard. That's a terrible pun, but we're gonna roll.
Like I was saying earlier, you have Nova right now because Denver on the defense right now, making his way across the top of Embassy, going towards that P3, going towards that nice heady, but you got you'll have somebody on that God heady at B, but Stain comes around, does a little cleaning up in the back, and you got Child. Right. Oh, gets taken down alongside the Godheady. Now Suds is going to go ahead, go up the stairs, make his way over towards office. As we see, the bomb has been planted at B by Paris. Suds defending that bomb. Can they get the defuse in time? It looks like they did. Denver takes a round 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, Denver, like you said, just kind of hopped up on that top floor, and Denver really became the top floor boss there, and just took the round in a really amazing fashion. So yeah, it was great defense out of Denver, but let's see what Paris can do on the other side of the coin.
Yep. Now, you got the offense, which right now will be Denver. We're looking from Paris's point of view right now. Like I mentioned earlier, they are right there at that A site. All they have to do, send somebody one way like they're doing with Suds right now. Suds making his way around. Child holding down the midpoint right there, watching towards that B. In fact, everybody's over at B. This right here, this kind of worries me a little bit as Nova draws the first blood, taking down Child. Ezra's sending a few rounds down range, connecting with Marsh. It's 2v2 right now. The bomb is not yet down. Ezra's working his way around towards that P4. He pops his Deddy. Does he connect? No, he doesn't, but he gets stunned. He gets a hello there. Nova watching that top over at A as Esdras makes his way around. Does he see him? Yes, he does. Does he connect? Yes, he does. Nova's all that's left for the Denver surrender. As long as Esdras, the only one left for Paris, so it's a 1v1. The bomb is not down. It's just going to be pure whoever takes the other out with 30 seconds left in this round. And this is getting to be a little exciting now. Little cat and mouse going on. As you see, Nova has the bomb, sends some rounds towards Esdras, takes him out. Denver takes the round. They're up 2-0.
Yeah, they're up 2-0. This is getting a little bit scary for Paris. What I really thought was interesting, you could see Denver was scared of that top floor that they just won their first defense on, because they were a little bit hesitant to go towards that side of the map, but I think they got a little bit of analysis paralysis and really couldn't figure out what they wanted to do. And then Paris at some point was just, let's go in, boys. And they were able to get a few kills. Came down to a 1v1, but the two players didn't really meet up on the map too much until the final moment, like 2 star-crossed lovers. But map 3, we're back at it, and if you're Paris, you're really gonna need an offensive win here to get back into the game and stop the bleeding a little bit. So we'll see what Paris does as they go down 2-4 in the round.
All right. Actually, that was quick, fast, and in a hurry as Denver takes the round. They're up 3-0. Man, that right there, that was just a quick. They turned that S&D into a TDM because Denver is not surrendering. They're making their tax talk as they get switch sides over, and Denver gets ready to play defense or play offense, excuse me, as we're watching from Suds' point of view, watching from the Paris side over at that A site. And let's get it on as Suds makes his way towards mid. Stain working his way over towards the middle, tosses a hello there towards that B site. The bomb right now is sitting there at that Godheady, but you got Child right there at that P. Oh, here we go! Nova, the first one of the night! Kaboom! Nice little glide bomb, but it does not connect. The bomb is down on that B site. Now Esdras, with that 4 and 3, pops a dead silence. Does he see anybody? But he gets connected with by Marsh. And Child comes through, takes out one. Now Stain trying to do a little holding up. He does do some holding up. Nova is all that's left for the Denver team. 20 seconds left until that bomb goes off. All he has to do is survive. Child, the only one left. There it goes. Child gets taken down by, and Denver is now up 4-0.
Oh my god. Denver had no right winning that round, but it was a quick nade, and then Nova just gets that final kill onto the bomb side. I mean, Denver is playing incredibly confidently. I mean, you saw that with the glide bomb. It's like, you're 3 rounds in, there's really no need to use the glide bomb at this point, unless you're really confident you could get another one. And clearly, Nova was. He's on 11-0 right now. Somebody has to stop this man. He's going absolutely crazy. But I mean, Paris, it's time to kick in the gear, and they're gonna just do a fast plant onto the B bomb site. But it looks like Denver is going to catch them. But Marsh goes down. You still got to worry about that player on top of the roof there. But the bomb ultimately will go down, and Denver hasn't killed any Paris members yet. It's 4-2 on the side of Paris. You see Recon Elite backing up, trying to get some health back. Nova is looking to not give up his streak, trying to find out where these Paris players are going to come from, but they're quite frankly all around him. They've got eyes all over the bomb. Nova will end his streak 11-1, and Recon, doing anything he can to get eyes on the bomb, will go down. Paris will get their first round, but you still have a lot to do against a Denver surrender who is now 4 rounds out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, Denver is up 4-1 right now. We're going into this round 6. This could be a reverse sweep. Reverse sweeps have started with less, but Nova actually came to do some work. Him and Esdras both on either team. Nova 11-1, Esdras 6-4. They all came to do work. Suds making his way around, tossing a hello there over either through the P1, P3 area. Now Marsh is over there at that B site trying to come around. Nova in that nice little bush gets a hello there, but Marsh comes up, takes off the one there at P3, which happened to be, well, it doesn't matter because he got taken down by Esdras. Rob, the bomb carrier right now, he's shooting through the door and missing. Suds making his way around, trying to go and pick up any pieces that are left. It is a one. He's the only one left. There's 2 off Denver left. Marsh and Recon. Can Suds do it? No, he does. He can't. Denver takes the round. It is now 5-1.
Yeah, Suds unfortunately not able to mop up the last player or the last 2 players on the side of Denver, and they will go down now to a 5-1 Denver lead. And I mean, this is super scary for Paris, obviously. They're not out of the game yet, obviously. They have a lot they can do, and I mean, if Esdras continues to play the way he's been playing, he's been winning some pretty crucial gunfights. This might be a match, but certainly Denver is feeling very confident right now. I don't think they have any streaks. So, I mean, Denver has great positioning here. They're on defense. They're going back to the top floor of this building where they've had success before, and you see Parrish is all around this bomb site, not able to get it down yet, though. Denver will have Marsh go down, and now suddenly Paris is up 4-2 in the round. They're getting the bomb down. Nova is caught by multiple Paris members. The bomb goes down. It's now all up to Recon Elite to find an opening here, but he may just run into Child. And there you go. Puts him down, and unfortunately for Recon, though, he still has a lot of work to do to win the round.
Yes, he does. He has to take out those 3 remaining letdowns to make sure that he is able to get that defuse safely within 23 seconds, but he does not do it. Paris actually takes a round. Here we go, 5-2. This is turning into a search and destroy match on Embassy.
Yeah, this is turning into a really interesting match, and Denver just trying to get that final round win to let down the letdowns. But 5-2, Paris is going to have to win 4 more. Certainly the odds are stacked against them, but you know, anything could happen here. Nova now 12-3, coming off of an 11 streak to start the map. We'll see what Paris does here. They're on defense, so they might be slightly favored. Seems like Denver will favor his B bomb site, but Paris is all around it, and there you go. That's the opening you need. You get down Esdras, who is the player with the highest KD on Paris, and suddenly the map looks a lot brighter for Denver. Recon and Lee will go down, but Denver still outnumbering Paris by 3-2 players. Suds is holding down sight lines. Child is running around trying to get a pick, but Child goes down. It's all up to Suds to finish the map. He spots a member, gets the kill.
Nice.
Suddenly it's a 1v1 again. We've been accustomed to these, quite frankly, over the course of the map, but Suds may not see the player just to the right of him, and Denver will close this map out in impressive 6-2 fashion.
Yeah, very impressive. I mean, this one right here, this was all as we watch Marsh get the final kill onto back. Here we go as we're getting it all with some control as we have Denver on the offense, Paris on the defense for this first round. Marsh is heading up towards that radio tower, was trying to do some nice picking, but he gets taken down. Rob gets hello there real quick, fast and in a hurry. Now we're watching Nova making his way around towards that, what would be the, I want to say, A site for search. Now Stain gets taken down, and here we go. It's just going to be a mess of gunfire for the time being. As we're looking at here, we got nobody with any ticks right now. There was just a little bit of one, but Paris just cleaned that out. 51 seconds left in this first round. 24 lives apiece for Denver and for Paris. As we're watching Nova do a little taking down there, as Nova is actually holding down that B point. They got 1 tick at B right now. Esdras trying to do some cleaning up, doesn't do it. Nova gets off the point. I'm not sure why, to burn some clock or something. Here we go. Nova watching closely. Suds keeping that inside taken care of. And back on B, what Rob, or was, till he got taken down. And now here we go. Nova back on the point. Tick and a half at B for the Denver surrender as Suds is watching from the middle. Recon Elite trying to make his way around, trying to keep that alleyway clear. He gets a couple of taps there from somebody on Paris. Nova working his way through the building right there. Goes over to that A site and starts clearing it out. We got a quarter of a ticket A for Denver. So now here we go. 17 seconds left on the map. Denver is ahead by 1 life right now. 1 ticket A for the Denver surrender as Paris is over there cleaning off the B site. Ticket a half at A for Denver. We're watching. Trophy goes down by Rob. Rob gets taken down. Child gets taken down himself. 2.5 ticks at A. Here we go. Denver is going to, with that nice little double stack, they took that A point. We have another minute to play with there, Gun.
We have another minute indeed, and I mean, the way this round is going, I could use another minute of this. This is very entertaining. Pretty even on lives, and you know, that's pretty concerning if you're the attacking team and you don't have that extra minute, but now that you do, maybe the goal here is to get on that B side, stop the clock, and maybe just continue to slay out. Hope you win the trades and keep that 1 life advantage that you have now, but Denver is going to have to get on the point to get some more time in order to do that. Rob goes down, and suddenly Denver drops 2 in a row, and now it is even in the live count. You see Ezra's trying to get any edge on the other team as he can. Now Paris is just trying to defend the point. They certainly have their side of the map, and now it's on the responsibility of Denver to creep up inch by inch, but Paris is just in little cruddy corners, and there you go. Nova will get a nice break onto the point. Stain Remains goes down. Rob gets another kill, and I mean, Denver is stacking up and just half a second from getting this round. And there you go. Denver will take the offense in an impressive fashion and put themselves in the lead, and would sure to be a very hot map.
Oh, yes. So right now, Denver is looking at 6 ticks right now. I need to write that down so I don't forget it. Paris, let's see how they do as we say hello there to the Top Life GOAT there in the chat. As we're watching our counter keep going, we're looking from Child's point of view. Paris on the offense with 2, with 1. Let's get it on. Here we go. Child of Cook making his way through. Where are they going to go? It looks like they're going to do a nice little split off there. Child holding that corner heady right there, looking towards A. Throws a few rounds. Stain draws first blood onto Nova. Now, here we go. Stain gets a hello there. Gets taken down himself. Nova is on that point, defending it hard, but Suds is holding down that A point right now. We're looking at a half a tick at A, but that half a tick ain't much, but it's a lot. Now, as we watch from Recon's point of view, up on AC, like I said, throwing some rounds downrange and trying to keep the bad guys off of that B side, as we got Estras on and Cook. Or Child, both. Oh, man, they're 3 stacking at A point, so guess what? There's 2 ticks at A right now. Here it comes, 2.5 ticks. Nobody's down yet. Stain went down earlier, but now there's 3 ticks done at A. We have another minute to play with.
And this is kind of going the same way the previous round did. Maybe we get that point a little bit earlier into the matchup, but live count is even. You get that A point first, you get the extra minute, and now, you know, Paris is trying to figure out how to attack this. Denver is holding their ground, much like Paris did when they were on the defensive side, but Paris is trying to cut around and flank the Denver side, and Estrus gets a nice break onto Recon Elite, and Denver turns their backs, but it might be a little bit too late. Paris is taking over. You have Nova in the middle of the map, and his teammates back in the spawn. Paris is just slaying out so well. Nova trying to play his life smartly, but will get cut down. The Denver reinforcements are in, but Paris may be able to save them off for now. Paris not capturing this point right now, but it's 1v2 on the point there. Let's see what Child can do. Gets Rob down, but there's another player on the mountaintop. Child getting some time, stopping the clock a little bit, but Paris now not doing too well in the creeping onto the point department.
Now, as we're watching from Suds' point of view, Suds takes out 1 from the balcony, makes his way around Nova, trying to prevent anything from the outside, not able to do anything. Him and Marsh, as we're looking at that B point, Suds has the point himself. They have 2 ticks at B right now with 46 seconds left in this round. Stain holding down the point along with Child. They're double teaming it. There it is. Paris takes the round, and we're tied up. Both teams have 6 ticks apiece.
We are tied up. It's an offensive-heavy map so far, and it's sure to be a good one. Both times, the live count has remained pretty equal until maybe the last seconds where one team gets a major push through. But, I mean, these teams are very, very, very equal. Even the KDs as well. But you do see Nova taking over 17 and 10. I'm not really good at math, but I think that equates to a 1.7 KD. So, good on him, and if he maintains that, Denver might continue to be a threat going into this third round.
Yeah, there are several players with pretty high amount of kills, but there are no streaks yet. Nobody has a streak. Come on, boys. Daddy needs another kaboom as Stain on the point right now, holding good defense on that A point right there at the boxes. Tosses a hello there, takes a little knocking down. So Stain is holding it down, not gonna be messed with too much. And we got Nova coming up onto that point right now. In fact, it's a double team, Nova and Rob on that B point as we watch Stain trying to come through and clean that up. He barely gets it because right now we're looking at a tick and a half at B for the Denver surrender. 57 seconds left in this round. Paris is still ahead on lives though, but it's still very early in this match. Both you got Paris holding down both points right now, doing any cleanup that they can. Esdras trying to keep everybody inside the building, trying to keep them from going to either one of the points. Hello, what we got here? It looks like a collision, but Suds gets taken out of the alley. Stain up on that balcony trying to do some shooting of his own. Is he able to catch anybody? Nova on that A point right now. He gets taken down while they have about a quarter of a tick at A. But guess what? Recon now on that A point. 26 seconds left. Now they're finally getting ready to, or they have, no, they still 7/8 of a tick over at A. But Esdras is trying to keep things cleaned up. Rob holding it down. Tick and a half at A. 2 ticks at A. Rob is just working it. Now Child trying to find him, finds him, takes him down, but that 8 point is still contested. 25 seconds left, but Denver Nova holding down that point right now. Holy cow! Now they're doing some cleanup. Denver is doing some, hopefully trying to do some cleanup. 2.5 ticks at A for the surrender as Child just outside that A point there at that archway. Tossing a hello there, doesn't connect, but his TAC 56 connects with Nova. Doesn't matter. Now you got Rob on that B side. 1 tick at B, a tick and a half at B. Can we do it? Can we do it with 6 seconds left in this round? Here we go. Rob stopping the clock, holding down that B point. 2 ticks at B right now. Here we 2.5 ticks. It is a double stack of Nova and Rob on that B point. We now have another minute to play with, Gun.
We have another minute to play with, but Paris has the advantage in the lives department. Denver only needs 1 more tick, but I mean, Paris is going to have to get around that final point. There's a 2 stack on it right now. 1 member goes down, but Denver is close behind. It's really now up to Child to not go down, and there you go. That's the opening that Denver needs, and that final kill will seal the deal for Denver in the offense. And it's been all offensive wins so far, but it really looked like Paris was maybe going to take that one, which would have been an upset in the power dynamics we've seen so far. But now Paris cannot afford to lose his next offense. They must win it. But I mean, I believe in them. They played that round really well. But, you know, it's all about how you finish, and Denver certainly finished better.
Yep, and I'm definitely going to put my money on my channel points on the Paris Letdowns as we get ready for this round 4. Watch it from Child's point of view. He makes his way through the building, trying to do some cleaning up. He's got everybody around him. They clean up the inside rooms. Nova trying to clean up from the bar. He gets a nice little takedown there on Child. Now Rob cleaning things up. Everybody's over at the bellied up at the bar, but Esdras is on that A side right now with a half a tick coming up on 1 tick at A because Suds joined him there. Esdras gets taken down, but Suds still holding down that point. Now Nova comes in for the contest. Boom! Takes him down. Rob is contested the point himself. Trophy goes down. And hello there gets intercepted. Works his way around. Does a little cleanup. Point being contested. There's only a tick and a quarter at A taken care of right now. Esdras is on there because he takes down Rob on that point. We got a tick and a half at A. He can do it. Sud contesting that point. But he gets taken down himself by the Recon Elite. Marsh trying to keep everything clean from upstairs. Drops down. Boom! In the back. There you go. Man, Stain doing a little taking down of his own. This is getting to be, as we watch a Deddy get popped there, 1 life advantage for Denver right now on this defense. Paris needs to wake up. They got to stay alive on this because, man, with Denver ahead on ticks quite a bit right now. We'll see how this round plays out, though, here we go. Nova kaboom with the cruise. There we go, man. That one. Wait a minute. That one caught me by surprise. Doesn't look like it connected. Now Nova connected too. I'm sorry. 24 seconds left in the round as Nova gets taken down. Rob trying to hold things down from the bar. Please don't, sir. Please don't drink and shoot. Now watch it from Marsh's point of view. Now Child on that A point, tossing down a trophy, trying to keep any little hello there as he tosses one of his own. Doesn't connect. Nobody's, but that Vaznev does. 2 ticks at A, 2.5 ticks at A. Here we go. We have another minute to play with, Gun.
We do have another minute indeed, and I mean, it's a very strong defensive start on the side of Denver, but Paris was able to realize the importance of teamwork, which was a lesson my old pre-made team didn't learn. But they were able to realize the importance of teamwork and take that point back, but now they have a lot of work to do. They're down in the live count. They have no ticks on the one remaining point, and Denver, especially Nova, seems just unstoppable on this map. But I mean, Call Me Suds gets a nice kill to send some Denver members back to their spawn, but Denver responds back by getting 2 Paris members down, 3 down for Paris, a 5 life disadvantage on the side of Paris. You have one more go. There is no respawns left for you, Paris. Every life counts. Every bullet counts. Stain remains looking down the side alleyway to see where Denver might be setting up, and you have these 2 Paris members, but they're looking opposite directions. That top floor boss on the balcony over there is just being a menace to this middle portion of the map. Stain remains. Last player alive has to take down a lucky 7 number of Denver players, and just not able to do it. Denver chains together a defensive and offensive win to take the map.
Wow, I had both my channel points there on Paris because the way they were just clicking.
Welcome back, everybody, to Map 4 in this first matchup of the CRL, Paris Letdowns versus Denver Surrender. Paris needs to win here. If they don't get a win, they unfortunately lose the series. So you'll see Paris be happy with that good start that they've had so far, just being dominant on the point with about 20 seconds to 0. Now Denver is going to have to wait for an opening, and that looked like it might have been it, but the player on Denver goes straight down, and you see Nova Season, the star of the Denver Surrender team, goes down, and I mean, Paris has the opportunity to get some more time here. Denver Surrender still has not got a single point on this P1 hill, but you could see them focusing back onto P2, but Paris is there, and Paris just has to wait for Denver to literally walk through the door before they're greeted with some very nasty modern-style weapons. Ezra's going off on this side of the map, and Denver is just spawning behind them now. Maybe push up a little too much on the side of Paris, and now Denver, just maybe by the roll of the dice, has control of the P2 hardpoint, wipes Paris off the map and says, you know what, Americans will claim this point, but Paris is going to fight back like they want to take back the Statue of Liberty, and Paris will take re-control of the point. Now 45-24, Paris maintaining about a 30-point lead so far, but the focus is now on P3, and Paris only has 2 players over there, but they managed to slay out pretty well, and there you go. Denver is sent back to Colorado, and Paris might be able to set up an Eiffel Tower on this next P3 hardpoint. Denver Surrender trying to get a little bit of scrap time, but not able to do so. But that number 3 in Call Me Suds might be a little too far back and might mess up the spawns for Paris. And just as I said, you see that Paris is spawning mid-map now. Denver gets some very important kills on the P3, and they reclaim the point. And now Denver's just set up to get the sightlines. Ezra gets back onto the point, but there's still Denver players right back there, and there you go. They're just slaying out. Denver's really using this point to their advantage, and they're gonna have to. They're down 50 points, but Call Me Studs is wiping away the competition and cleaning up the map. And Paris back onto the P3 hardpoint. Paris, good lead so far, 50 points Nobody's going for scrap time. Everybody's just on to the new thing. You trendy kids, you're always on to whatever the new trend is. And the new trend seems to be P4. And Denver seems to be owning that so far. Paris is stuck in the middle of the map. And Denver holding down the sightlines is keeping them away from the golden goose that is P4. Denver getting some really, really great time here. Paris but is able to reclaim the map. You see the number 8 Nova season still there. It goes down. Denver is throwing bodies into this building, but no control from Denver so far. Paris. Well, there you go. Denver walks right on in, but Paris members are still there. Paris members spawning mid-map. There you go. Denver has the spawns in the back now. I'm not sure if Paris is going to expect that. Paris kind of backs up to the middle, leaves one player onto the point, but Denver is all over it. But, you know, everything's said and done. Paris is able to turn a strong Denver start into a pretty good opportunity to split the time there. And Paris still overall has about 60 seconds up in the map so far, but you'll see this next point be a little bit contentious as nobody can really get solid footing here. It's just trades going back and forth, but it looks like Denver will win out so far. Call me studs, though, looking onto the point, gets a nice opening kill, but Denver still has some players able to fight back. There you go. There is my casting partner back to announce the kaboom.
Of course, as we're here on this P5, 120 to 63 in favor of the Paris Letdowns right now. Denver was holding down to the point, but now we got Paris back on the point with 18 seconds left of hill time left on this P5. Suds trying to keep everything cleaned up and not doing a very good job. Marsh holding down that nice that alleyway there between P5 and P1. Doing a quick flank back around towards the P2 areas. We're watching Rob down. Now we're watching Estras trying to come up and cover that P1 and get ready for the rotate. Rob coming around on that P1, but here we go. Suds and Stain were both on that point. They got taken down. Nova 21 and 15 right now. He's just doing great work. Rob with 11 and 17 is not slouching either, but now we're watching Suds. What's he going to do? He's going to come around to that P1, try to do a little takedown, but gets taken down himself. Estras comes up onto that P1, takes over that point. Now, here he is holding it down, but Nova going to work his way back around. Looks like they're going to go ahead and pre-rotate for that to the gallows for P2. Recon, does he take him out? Yes, he does. He takes down Eslis, but he gets traded out for himself by Child. Marsh pops a Deddy. Takes a few bullets into Child. Now Rob through that closed door, shooting through. Can't wallbang it very well, but you have all kinds of Paris people on the point right now. 159 to 160 to 82 in favor of the Paris Letdowns. Onto this, what are we looking at? We're looking at P4. Oh, P2, I'm sorry. I'll recon. Remember what I said. P2 is a big point, so there's a lot of area to keep covered. Nova through the closed door, Nova gets taken down. Now Rob trying to flank around, come up the stairs, gets taken down. 183-82 in favor of the Paris Letdowns. Paris is holding down that point very well. Now we got Marsh on the point there as we getting ready to rotate towards this P3 with a little bit of scrap time left. And from looking at the mini map, you got one from Paris already there. Esdras trying to keep everything cleaned up upstairs. Recon cleaning up the little scrap time there for P2 as we're watching from Marsh's point of view. Paris you got Child holding down that P3 right now. Stain, tossing, doesn't connect. We don't know, but guess what? Child right now, 50 seconds of hill time. Suds a little over a minute and a quarter. Now Stain watching that P4 area. And remember what I said, how that P3 is small. You got to keep 1 foot in there if you want to keep some hill time. Nova up on top of that statue gets taken down himself. 204-102 in favor of the Letdowns. Remember what I said earlier? My channel points to be going on Paris because we're looking 213-102. You got Child on that. Okay, they're getting ready to rotate to P5. So they're going to go ahead, or I'm sorry, they're getting ready to rotate to P4. I'm jumping 3 ahead of myself. All right, as we go into this new point, Nova pops a Deddy, doesn't do any good. And now Esdras on the point right now. Here we go. 30 seconds left in for Paris to take this second hard point of the night as Marsh is coming up trying to do any cleaning up he can. Recon gets taken down. 35 seconds left. 230, 103. Denver is on the hill right now. They are avoiding getting 100-point club, which is a good thing because that's, never a good thing to get 100-point club. But here you got Esdras on that point right now, 236 to 110. It's being contested, taken down. Now, here we go. Looks like Esdras is going to get the rest of this scrap time. And you got that number 3. If you're looking there at the mini-map, that number 3 player, Call Me Suds. He is on the point already, on that P5. Here we go. Give it to Paris, 250 to 112.
Sacre bleu! They won the hard point, and we're going to a map 5. Sacre bleu! The French have done it. They brought themselves back into the series. They have not retreated like they've done in every single war in the last 3 centuries. They are standing up.
And here we go as we're watching this Fortress Search and Destroy Game 5. We're looking from Recon's point of view right now as Suds is the bomb carrier for the Paris Letdowns. Recon, staying right now down in the yard area, keeping some cover, sends some rounds, but no, Nova takes care of him. Now Nova is holding down over in the yard area as we're watching Suds make his way over towards, right now staying towards the middle if I'm looking at the mini-map correctly. It is a 1 life advantage right now for Paris, 3v2, as Recon is keeping an eye on that A site, swinging around to watch that B. Nova making his way through. Recon tossing a hello there, doesn't connect. No, it does, but that bomb is planted on the A site. So here we go. 37 seconds left. Can Denver do a nice deep end? Recon is all that's left. Can he get the defuse? No, he's not able to. Paris takes the round, 1-0.
Wow, really great round of Paris, continuing to prove that they're the top 4 boss of the Fortress map. Maybe trying to get 2 maps in a row and seal the deal for the series, but you still got a long way to go. You need to win 5 more rounds, and that's a good start. An attacking win, that's nothing to scoff at, but they're going to have to prove themselves time and time again if they want to bring this baby home, and we'll see what happens into this new round.
As we're watching from Child's point of view, and he's making his way through Art right now, heading towards that P1, giving some nice coverage, that's on that A side. Esdras is just cleaning house down there on the defense as Rob, the only one who's left for Denver, is the bomb carrier. Is he able to do it? No, he's not. Paris takes out all of Denver. They're up 2-0. Holy Toledo.
Wow, that was a very, very quick round. Blink and you might have missed it. But Paris is up 2-0. I mean, they lost the first Search and Destroy by 6-2. They've already, in 2 rounds, equaled the amount of rounds they won the last go-around in Search and Destroy. They're quite dominant on this map. This is getting scary for Denver. And honestly, right now, I think, Coffee, your channel points may be in good hands.
I think they might be. Here we go, Rob the bomb carrier. And, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen. Stain the bomb carrier. Rob watching over on that A side. Takes down the bomb carrier just inside the little tunnel there up, heading towards A. So right now, 3v2 in favor. I'm sorry again. Suds is actually planning to bomb an A. What? My eyes are playing tricks at me. Man, I'm getting old. Now Suds running to give some good cover, good concealment, and hopefully keep that bomb in play. Child watching over in that P5 area. Rob gets taken down. Recon's all that's left. 2v1 right now, 23 seconds left. Paris on this offensive round. They may actually make it 3-0. Will it happen? Oh my goodness, Paris 3-0.
Paris 3-0. This is quite impressive. This is quite a turn of events we've witnessed in the series so far, and Denver going to have to come alive like a zombie movie, like Left 4 Dead. They're going to have to come alive if they hope to squeak out this map number 5, but they're not out of the game yet. Paris has won 2 offenses, but Denver still the opportunity to take some maps from them. Paris, of course, still needs to win 3 more, and that's a lot. So we'll see what Denver does here on the attacking side. Just kind of huddled in one building, trying to attack the A point, it seems, but Paris is all over it. There you go. Number 7, Marsh, gets a nice pick onto Child, and picks are happening all across on that A site, but it's a 2v1 so far, with Call Me Suds being the last player on the map. Marsh spots him, I think, through the hay bale, shoots the hay, and like a needle in a haystack, Denver will squeak this round by.
Man, reverse sweeps have happened. And, I wouldn't be surprised if Denver tries to get the reverse sweep on this. But Paris is still riding that momentum. They're still riding that momentum from the Fortress hardpoint. Now it's a Fortress search. They're on the offense again. We look from Nova's point of view with 2, with 1. Let's get it on as we're watching all of the commotion. Nova just doing a little jumping action there. Takes a few shots, draws the first blood onto Stain. Esdras, the bomb carrier right now, he's going for the plant over at B. Wow, everybody's expecting A, but no. Recon takes down Esdras. The bomb is planted at B. Let's see here, a 2v1 life advantage for the Denver Surrender. Suds is all that's left. Suds gets taken down. There we go. Rob with the defuse. Man, we got a game now. Denver brought it up to 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, how disrespectful of that was that from Nova, by the way? I mean, going parkour around the map. Parkour was a French thing, might I remind you. Parkour started in France, and now Nova is going to try to one-up the Paris Letdowns at their own game. Paris surely is enraged by this brazen misstep of politeness from the side of Denver, but Denver was able to take out that round, chain 2 rounds together. They win this one. It's 3-3, and it's a tie game despite Paris' strong start. So anything could happen. Let's see how this plays out.
And with Rob being the bomb carrier right now, we get a nice little aerial view as we're watching Child and Esdras. And now down there, Recon inside over it, right above P4, the top floor, up on the top floor there at P4. We're down to 3 for Denver, 2 for Paris. Recon, now it's 2-2. Recon and Rob. Rob still carrying the bomb. Child watching around that nice little area where Nova was parkouring earlier. But here we go. The bomb being planted at A. Bombs planted. Recon and Rob giving a lot of coverage. And Child just being all sneaky Pete, coming through the open gate over there, tosses a hello there, doesn't connect. No, but some bullets from Rob do. All that's left is the Stain. The Stain remains. He's over on that bomb right now. 1v1. No, Denver tie it up. We're at 3-3.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams are looking like environmentalists with the way they've been planning these bombs. This has been really impressive offensive showcase from both teams. Like you said, this is a very one-sided map for offense, and time again, on the side you expect them to maybe plant, these teams are getting plants down. It's really impressive work on the offensive side. But now we're in a situation where it's 3-3. Denver now has 3 rounds in a row. And if you're Paris, that strong start, it has just been obliterated away like Thanos. And so Paris is going to want to reverse this momentum here. And that might be the way to do it by getting Rob down. But Esdras goes down. Child goes down right after him as well. Now it's a 3v2 in favor of Denver. You see Nova maybe hunting down one of the Paris members, but led right into a trap door. Now it's a 2v2. Paris is just huddled together. They have the responsibility of planting the bomb, but Denver is hounding this middle portion of the map, and Paris is going to have to sidestep this number 7 Marsh player. Hope he doesn't hear them, but he might catch them if Paris goes around this corner. Paris seems to be undecided what they want to do, but this number 5 player in Recon Elite seems to be poised to maybe look at them plant the bomb. I'm not sure Denver knows where they are, but Paris creeping up to that bomb. Well, surely now they know.
Oh!
That grenade gets a very important kill onto Recon Elite. Call Me Studs is planning this bomb, and now it's all up to Marsh to stick it out, and Marsh will go down. Paris reverses the momentum and is now only 2 rounds away from taking this series.
4-3 as we watch the Stain Remains take out the last one out of Denver there with the Vesnev. Now, can Denver kind of pull one out of their pocket, tie it up again? We've seen stranger things as we're watching from Marsh's point of view, Rob's point of view, with 3, with 2, with 1. Let's get it on. Who's the bomb carrier? Rob's the bomb carrier, and it looks like they're all making that run towards the B side. Stain from way up on that statue at P5, but he doesn't make it. Nova. Oh, actually, Suds takes out Nova, and the bomb is being planted at B by Rob. So there we go. The quick plant at B. Esdras working his way around. Does he see Recon Elite? No, but Recon sees him. 2v1, excuse me. Suds, all that's left. Can he get the defuse? As we're looking, Marsh and Rob are the only 2 left for Denver. Suds sneaking around up on that top balcony, but he gets taken down. We're 4-4.
Yeah, I mean, with all these plants, this is starting to look like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. I mean, seriously, I don't know if we've gone 1 round without a plant. That's crazy impressive on Search and Destroy, especially on this type of game where sightlines are everything. You think the defensive team would just have a complete lock on sightlines, but, you know, very strong offensive plays here. This is going to be really interesting as the 2 teams are now tied up again. And I'm starting to think your prediction of around 11 may be coming true.
It might be. It might be as we watch Recon tossing a couple of hello there's, but he gets taken out. Nova gets connected somehow. Recon over on that A side. Now Stain up in R, pops the Deddy. Child gets taken down. 2v1. Stain remains is all that's left. Can he do it? Can he get the bomb, get the plant, or can he go ahead and take out the Recon Elite? Little cat and mouse going on right now. Playing around over at that P5. He sees the trophy. He's coming up there at the gallows. He sees the A site. The Stain remains watching. Where's he at? Where's he at? He can't see him. Where are you? Where are you? Come out wherever you are. Hi, there you are. Come. Does he get him? No! Denver now jumps ahead, 5-4.
Yeah, I thought for sure that 1v1 might have gone the way of Paris, and we would have ended that map with only the Stain remaining. But, I mean, Recon Elite was able to get a very, very nice turn, despite, I think, maybe seeing Stain after Stain saw him. So that was a really great play out of Recon. And now, we are 1 point away from Denver taking the series. Paris is on a defense, which, I mean, they've gotten some really nice offensive wins. This might be not favorite for them. Stain now trying to be the playmaker in this round number 10, looking everywhere, not able to find anything. Esdras will open up the round, though, with a kill on the Marsh. There you go, a kill onto Rob as Recon Elite will respond back with a kill on the edges. But Denver is now down 3-1. And Recon Elite goes down, and oh boy, we got a round 11.
My second one in the entire time I've been casting. We're going to a round 11. This is going to be fun.
I can't count to 11. Did you know that? Anything beyond my fingers, I can't count.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have to start. I have to take off my boots to count anything past 10. So here we go. Watch it from Paris's point of view with one. Let's get it on as we're watching Suds make his way through the open gates right now. Nova doing a little parkour there as Rob just shooting things up from the P1. Stain comes through. Does he see anybody upstairs? No, but he knows somebody's up there. Little climbing up of his own. Recon doing a little taking down 2v3 right now. Rob carrying the bomb. Coming around the long way, he gets taken down. All that's left is Recon Elite 1v3. Can Recon do it? There's a hello there. Does it connect? No, it doesn't. But it scares him a little bit. Recon making his way upstairs. Top level boss. Watching P5. No, doesn't see him. Paris take the round. Paris take the game. Paris take the match.
Vive la France! Vive la France! They had a French Revolution against Denver, and they won. They won. The France won their first revolution. That's crazy.